everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched the latest episode of The Magicians and it was called The Reprocussions, or maybe it was called The Rammifications. Either way, Josh already knows that is anything ever not going to be effed up. And of course we get to see Malakovsky again, made me extremely happy because I love his very caustic way and his just his vitriol. Well, he has reasons to be vitriolic and grouchy and cranky and just your average grump, but there's more to Malakovsky than that. And I misinterpreted something that, of course, from previous episode, they were told that they couldn't retrieve Jules's shade, which is unfortunate. So Quentin and Jules pull up the fast one and they retrieve Alice's shade and they use it to lure Nif and Alice back and they reintegrate. And of course, Alice is peeved about that. What wouldn't you be if you've had that much power and then you're confined to that weak human vessel once again? I mean, just think about the repercussions of that. Think about the whole the infinite possibilities that you had, and then all of a sudden you're reduced to this corporeal state, which you really can't do that much with. It's maddening. And of course, with Malakovsky, she keeps firing just hatred back at. Well, she has every reason. I can empathize with that. I bet everybody who has ever felt the the whole kind of push and pull of having the ability to have all these opportunities and then they're reduced to, I mean, all your dreams are crushed, basically. I think all of us have been through that in one fashion or another. And, of course, what's so funny about this episode is Josh is able to see where Fenn is being taken, and he sees Margot. Of course, he's been toking a bit, so, yeah. Toke on the line. Yeah, I'm not going to sing the song, okay? I'm not going to turn into Cheech Marin. Well, I can. Oh, man. Toke on the line. Okay. I'm not going to do that because, people are looking at me like, yeah, he's on this. Yeah, I can act just like him, too. They think I don't do drugs, okay? It's just not my bag, baby. But that part cracked me up. I absolutely loved it. Penny and her name is it's not Meadow, but it's something else because they were making this kind of banter between them. They're in the library and they're looking for the spell in order to crucify Renard. I thought, please do. We get to see Our Lady of the Underground too, Persephone, and she returns and she has a long conversation with Jules at the very end of the episode. It was very poignant and extremely emotional, and there's just so many things going on in just that exchange alone that were just unbelievable. It was very powerful and very ambivalent for the two of them, because you could tell that part of Jules, I think there was part of Jules that still wanted to have somebody to believe in, and yet the other part of her, the more cynical, the more jaded side of her, decided, screw that, I can rely on myself. I've done everything that I can. I'm going for broke, and I'm taking prisoners, and I'm going to kick butt, and I'm going to take names, and I'm going to shoot first, and I'm going to ask questions later, and I'm going to go down this careening pathway toward hell. But what Persephone said, I thought it really hit a nerve with me. You are a survivor. I thought, yeah, I can relate to that too. And I think that's one reason I identify with Jules, even though I don't like what she's done. But please don't hate. I think in that instance she was vindicated of any past wrongs that she's implied upon herself. This was a very good episode. We actually also get to meet Umber too, and I thought, wait a minute, isn't Umber dead? But he reveals himself, and he watches Law and Order and the universe's most perfect show. I thought, yes, biased, but I remember, I'm gonna go back a little bit on my past here, but when my mother was alive, that was our show, and that theme song will forever be stuck in my head for so long as I live, as well as the gavel bang, because it was just one thing I always loved. That and 5 O'Clock World, when not Dana Carvey, well, when Drew Carey, why was I saying Dana Carvey? Come on, be real. When Drew Carey, when his show would come on, that was just something that I was really, I'm still a fan of Mr. Carey's work. But it was just, I was really big into that show. It was a religion for me for a while. Getting off track, but Umber comes back and he reveals a new world he's working on. Of course, it's a cube shape dimension, and he says, I plan on calling it Cuba. And Penny's reaction is priceless, and he says, I'm afraid that name is already taken. I laughed so hard, my sides were hurting. I rolled. That was the best line I've ever heard, other than Margot's one-liners. I love her so much. She is so she's ghetto. She's a true straight up gangster, and I love her. And of course, when she gets back with Elliot, I'm thinking that she's gonna beat Elliot up quite a bit. And of course, what was so funny is Elliot was saying, "No, I got cock-blocked by a god." It's great. That was so funny. And then there was a kind of a slight reference. Well, for me it was a direct reference to Discworld, if you know anything about it. The world in Discworld, it's a circular world that flies on the back of a intergalactic turtle. And Umber mentions this. Of course, his version is our world is on the back of a turtle, as it is thought, but he said, what if it were many turtles? I thought, and interestingly enough, I saw a turtle today, so I don't know if that was a sign from the universe, or, because I thought, I almost freaked out. I thought, there's a turtle crossing the street, cool, but, that was just me. But I thought that was very interesting. No such thing as coincidence. I'm going to look up what that means, but yeah, we get spirit messengers every so often, and that's why I have a book on it. But anyway, this episode was just chock full of action and adventure, and of course, Meadow wasn't going. She was talking about how so many books, even Kanye, his book, stocked with a sex scene, and there were 10 blank pages, and she said a lot of books are like that. Not mentioning that her book also had an ending, but she said, if you carry me now, if you take me with you, you die. I've read it. I have seen it. Spare yourself. I thought, oh my God. I mean, I did not see that coming, even though I read the book myself, and I just thought, how gracious is that's altruism in the truest sense. And she might have been flawed, but she did something that a lot of us wouldn't do. I mean, she didn't even know Penny, but she was going to. I think she did it because she knew what he was, what his actual quest was, what his duty. Well, I probably shouldn't call it a duty. He had a destiny in mind, and he was going to complete it. He was on the line of Jules's quest and all that, and Quentin, Katie, oh, Katie, ooh, she got so enraged at Jules. And I have to say, I feel the same way that she did. And what happened with Katie, oh, man, I felt so bad for her. It's like, why would Renard's son do that? And now we know who the mother is, too. I thought, oh, it's interesting. It integrates a little bit of that Greek mythology as well, again. But it's just a really good episode, and I'm glad I had a chance to see it. But that'll be... Well, actually, I want to do a little bit of an update. As you can see, I'm in the process of moving, and I'm thinking very heavily about North Carolina. I have a lot of friends here. My church family is here. However, my true family is in North Carolina. And it seems like all the signposts are directing me that way. And that would mean I would leave all my friends behind and go and be close to my family who could help me get through this. And I'm not going to get emotional, but there have been times where, candidly, I felt like I had some dark moments, and there were some instances where I did want to just hang myself and be done with it, because I thought, what is my life? What is my existence? Why am I here? Why can't I hold down a job? What's wrong with me? Did I do something wrong to deserve this? I was afraid to ask help of anybody, because I just thought, oh, I'm going to be a third wheel. I'm going to be a burden. I don't want to do that to anybody. I'm going to handle this myself with the grace of God. And I did for a while, and then I finally reached out to some other people, and things started to get better. But there were some times that I still felt like I was just a lead weight taking up space, and I don't really feel that way anymore. I know I have to get a job. That's the most important thing. I need an income, which I will get. The one job that I wanted, unfortunately, that one didn't pan out with the library, and I felt kind of sad about it. I didn't cry, but I've wanted to work at the library for the longest time. It's not what I really want to do with my life. What I really want to do is direct, as you well know. But I'm in the wrong state. Anyway, even if I'm don't know, I'm going to hold on to that dream. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm going to continue. I'm not sure how it'll come to fruition, but it's one thing that since I was 13, I've always wanted to do. And sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record, but it just seems like everything is pointing toward North Carolina, and it's kind of scary, but I think that things are going to start making sense. I'm going to have family there. I'm going to meet some people, and hopefully I can meet the love of my life. That's my big dream. We'll see if it pans out. Of course, when going through this counseling, I've been reading on the emails how you don't necessarily have to have a good paying job. It's just the right person to come into your life. And I believe in this. I'm thinking that my life is going to turn out to be Kuch Kuch Kota Hai here. I don't know why, but I just have a good feeling about that. That's one of my favorite Bollywood films of all time. And I get the feeling that it'll be somebody I never expected, and someone that just kind of comes out of the blue and just wins me over. I don't know. It keeps playing throughout my mind, and we'll see how accurate my dreams are. But that's pretty much all I gotta say. I've got a lot to look forward to. I'm trying to get my friend to take me to Tennessee so I can see Ninja Sex Party, because it's one thing I really want to do. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but that I have to look forward to. June, if I'm still here, if I'm still in Indiana, I'll be jogging. August is my skydiving month. I haven't really planned anything because I don't have the money yet, but I want August to be a happy month due to the fact that it will be the anniversary of my father's passing. and I'd rather not focus on that. I want to be more alert of who he was and the fact that I will get to see mom and dad again sometime. But I'm focusing more on, I hate being selfish, myself, and just doing the best I can and being the happiest I can be, just waiting and being patient. And everything else will fall into place somehow, some way. I don't know how in the great course of the universe how these things work, but the universe has its ways. I've seen this happen more than one time, and I'm manifesting a lot of things. But it's just this is taking more time, and I'm willing and able to just sit back and kind of coast along and see where the waves of the cosmos take me. Well, that's pretty much all I gotta say for now. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.